If you have a foot fetish, you're in the right place because we're playing the Crimson Diamond, and this video is going to be all about feet and shoes and stuff, I guess. So, let's see. We need to find people's shoe sizes. So, let's go back and check what people do we know in this game. So we've got Kimmy's, Jack's, and Nathan's shoe sizes. That's nice. So whom do we still need? Is there a list of all the people? Somewhere here there was a list of like everybody in the game right at the, yeah, all the way at the top here. So Kimmy, Margot, Albert, Kent, Nessa, Chorus. Okay, so Kimmy we have. Margot, okay, Margot's dead. Although I guess we should still get Margot's shoe size to eliminate, just for process of elimination, just for completion. But I don't think that Margot could have done anything. Yeah, I mean, obviously Margot couldn't have dragged Evan away because she's dead. Albert, we don't have. Okay, so we need Albert. Do we have Nessa? Do we have Nessa's shoe size? No, we don't. We don't, do we? Okay, so we need Albert, Nessa, Corvus. Nathan we got from the Riverside. Jack we got from the Riverside. And I guess Evan is also dead, but I guess we should get his as well. Okay, where do we begin? Let's see. I think a logical place to go, actually, in a situation like this is here, because we have some boots here. Hold on, are these shoes or boots? Which boots? Look at the women's boots or the men's boots? Okay, let's take a look at the women's boots. Those boots are quite petite with a small heel. They're made of black leather with rubber soles and appear well used and maintained. That's great. Can I check the size? Examine women's boots. Okay. You have to remember examine. Okay, you just make a tiny letter M's in the women's boots, which is about the number 5.5. Okay, so Kimmy was 5.5, right?
That confirms these boots belong to Margot, and that she wears she wears size 5.5 boots.
Wait, how does that confirm this belongs to Margot? Oh, the initials. I guess it had Margot's initials in it. Okay, so Margot okay. All right, fine. So Margot wears size 5.5. Wasn't Kimmy size 5.5 though? Hold on. No, 6.5. Okay, Kimmy is 6.5. Margot is 5.5. All right. So we got Margot's shoe size anyway, just for completion's sake. But I don't think we need that since All right, and examine men's boots, but I don't know that we can. Okay, take a look at the men's boots in the right-hand cubby. Thanks to your loop, you can clearly see the initials ER written on the inside of the boots in small letters above the number 12. Who gets their shoes monogrammed like this? Was this really a common thing back in the day? I mean, today people just buy shoes off the shelf. They don't get shoes monogrammed with their initials.
These boots belong to Mr. Richards.
Okay.
Rubber soles, too.
Okay, so Evan Richards has size 12. There's a number of boots here that are marked with J and are also size 12. Okay, so these are probably Jack's.
Ah, these must be Jack's boots. These have leather soles. Aha! The shoe prints are found on the jetty aren't Evan's. It doesn't appear he walked away from the jetty.
No, duh. He was obviously dragged away.
The scuff marks I found on the jetty leading away from the jetty were made by rubber-soled shoes. These rubber-soled men's boots belong to Mr. Richards. He's a practical man. I recall he was wearing a similar pair of brown boots the last time I saw him at the jetty. Uh-oh, I think Evan was forcibly dragged away.
Wow.
Can I place anyone else at the jetty? I'll need everyone's shoe sizes before I can figure that out.
You're really quick to catch on, Nancy. You see, like, drag marks of a person being dragged away across 3 screens of the game, and you say, I think he didn't walk away. I think he was dragged away. Gosh. Like a whole video later. All right, whatever. Okay, so we got a couple of shoes. We got a couple of shoe sizes from that. The shoe prints don't belong to Evan. Wow. Evan was dragged away from the jetty. Funny that they didn't notice Evan's, that she didn't write down Evan's shoe size. I mean, it's 12, right? It's the same as Jack's. Okay, so we've got Jack and Evan. Okay, so whom are we still missing? Kimmy we have. Margot we have. We need Albert, Nessa, Corvus. We need Albert, Nessa, Corvus, And, oh, we have Nathan. We have Nathan, Evan, and Jack. She didn't write down Evan, but we know that Evan is 12 like Jack. So we have Nathan, Evan, and Jack, Kimmy, and Margot. We have Nathan, Evan, and Jack, Kimmy, and Margot. That means, okay, so we just need Albert, Nessa, and Corvus. Okay, that's not too bad. Just 3 people. So where are we going to find their shoe sizes? I mean, I guess the logical thing to do would be to check their shoes, if we can find their shoes. So this is Nessa's room. This is where Nessa is staying, right? But she doesn't have any shoes sitting around here. Actually, you know what?
I think I can hear someone or something moving about in the walk-in closet. Around in the walk-in closet.
Oh.
Don't you dare touch a thing! I'm looking for my ruby brooch, the one Margot stole. Oh, well, I can help you look for it. Not on your life. You just pocket it for yourself. Get out of here.
Okay, so this whole room is actually Margot's walk-in closet. For some reason, I thought that so she was talking about hiding her brooch in the walk-in closet. And I thought she was talking about this here, but no, you can't really walk inside this. This whole thing, this whole room is her walk-in closet. Okay, so she had it hidden somewhere in here. Actually, I remember I tried this off camera. I didn't show this, but before making this video, actually a couple of days ago, I realized that, and I tried looking around here for the brooch, and I couldn't find it. So I think the game isn't. I think we're not meant to find the brooch before this point. Intuitively, you might think, okay, we should have gone looking for the brooch here before Nessa and Corvus started ransacking this closet, but I don't think you can. I don't think the game will let you find it until after this happens. Can we look at the shoes here, though? Yeah, okay, all right. So they won't let us look at the shoes. I think we could get the shoe size from here as well, because these are Margot's shoes on the left there, but it doesn't really matter. We got her shoe size anyway from the mud room. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. So there's nothing else going on around here. So what else do we need? We already have Kimmy's shoe size, so that's fine. What is Kimmy up to? She looks perturbed. She's sitting at the coffee table drawing her sketchbook.
Oh, hi, Nancy. Is something wrong? I think it's time to move on. I feel like I've worn out my welcome here. Oh, why do you say that? The people here are so unfriendly, rude even. I much prefer birds in the great outdoors. Not to mention poor Margot. The lodge is full of so much tension, angry muffled voices, slamming doors. I'm going to head to bed soon. Maybe things will look better in daylight. I hope so, Kimmy. Good night. Good night, Nancy.
All right, so yeah, I have to agree with her. Actually, the environment here is kind of hostile. So this is Corvus's. Aha. Yaha. What do we have here? Look at the floor. Yeah, I'm not looking at the carpet. Are those shoes? Yes, there are a pair of brown leather Oxfords by the bed on the right. Okay, examine the shoes. You peer into the shiny, well-maintained shoes. Thanks to Lou, you can read the size printed on the sole, even though it's a bit faded.
I see. These shoes are size 14. Seeing as they're set to Corvus's bed, I think it's safe to assume they're his shoes.
All right, we got Corvus's foot size. It's 14. All right, cool. That's great. So we got Corvus. We just need Albert and Nessa. But Nessa didn't have any shoes. I don't see any shoes here. Okay, so how are we going to get Nessa's shoe size? And Albert is probably locked away in his room. Oh? Ah, I forgot to lock my door again. I've had more than enough of your company, Nancy. Please leave me to my work. Okay. Can I check is he wearing his shoes now? Let's see. Does he have shoes in his closet? Looks like he does. Are those shoes down there? Let's check. Albert has stored a couple extra pairs of fancy patent leather Oxfords in the wardrobe. Perfect. Examine the shoes. You can see small number 12 marked on the insides of the shoes. Okay, so a lot of people have size 12, so that's going to make it a little bit more complicated, possibly because we're going to have a hard time distinguishing. But all right, that's fine. Let's go ahead and close the cupboard. We got his shoe size. Screw you, Albert. I'm going to close the door out of a courtesy, but where can we get Nessa's shoe size? Where has Nessa been? I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's check the walkthrough. Let's see what the walkthrough says. So, oh, It's interesting. Do we go? Hold on. Let's see. According to the walkthrough, we go to the study here. Let's see. What's happened here? It looks like this desk has been ransacked. All these papers on the floor. The original point of study. Yeah, this is all stuff we've seen before. The floor is littered with papers. Yeah, somebody ransacked the desk and dumped all the papers out on the ground. The contents of the desk have been strewn all over the carpeted floor. At a glance, the papers are old guest receipts from the lodge's glory days, as well as some general bookkeeping. Someone has inconsiderably stepped on some of the papers, too. Oh.
What a mess.
Examine the papers. Someone has stepped on the documents scattered over the lush carpet and has created very clear imprints of their shoes. Aha.
I already know Kimmy's shoe size, so this shoe print must belong to Nessa.
How do you know it belongs to Nessa? I mean,
the shoe prints definitely came from a woman's shoes, judging from the heel.
Okay, I was just going to say, maybe you can just tell it's a woman's shoe style, but okay, if they're high-heeled shoes, then yeah, I guess. You know, it's funny, I was just reading not too long ago, high-heeled shoes used to be a men's fashion. Like around 300 or 400 years ago, high-heeled shoes were exclusively men's shoes, and they conveyed status. It's only in modern times that high-heeled shoes have been associated with femininity. Anyway.
And none of the men have feet nearly this small. I'd say these shoe prints are a size 8. Nessa's shoe print matches one of the shoe prints I found outside the smokehouse. Now that I've collected all the shoe sizes of everyone in the lodge who could have made the shoe prints out by the smokehouse, I can definitively say that Nessa had something to do with her brother's disappearance. Fantastic! I've gotten everyone's shoe sizes. Corvus wears size 14. He was involved in the altercation at the jetty.
Okay, that's what I figured. I was sure that Nessa couldn't drag Evan all by herself. Okay, so Nessa and Corvus dragged Evan away from the jetty and into the smokehouse. And where Evan's body is now, I have no idea, because he wasn't, when we were in the smokehouse, we just found Nathan there, but Evan wasn't there, so I have no idea where the body is now, but...
Nessa's and Corvus's shoe prints were found leading away from the jetty. Not to mention the shoe prints are all over the smokehouse, or all around the smokehouse. According to what I have deduced, Nessa and Corvus attacked Mr. Richards the jetty.
I think she means on the jetty. Not that Mr. Richards is a jetty, or was a jetty.
And dragged him into the smokehouse. Their shoe prints are all over the jetty and leading to the smokehouse. The scuff marks I found came from rubber-soled shoes of the kind that Mr. Richards wears. No one else at the lodge wears shoes or boots with rubber soles. One of Corvus's vest buttons somehow ended up near the smokehouse, too. Some of Nessa's hair was caught in a tree between the jetty and the smokehouse. That's definitely unusual. Nessa and Corvus were discussing something about a will, but whose? Oh, but I remember overhearing a conversation between them about looking for Evan's and Nessa's father's will. Could this have something to do with that? I'm satisfied with my investigation so far. It's time to go inside the smokehouse and share what I've learned with Nathan.
Upon closer inspection, you think you can barely discern a couple of oily spots in one of the papers. All right, I'm still skeptical that you can really get footprints from paper this way, but okay. Though you're reluctant to soil the papers with soot, you decide the situation merits it. After carefully a bit of soot, you find...
I found a couple of distinct fingerprints.
I've got fingerprints on the papers. Okay, get the fingerprints. Fingerprints. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, I need to just compare fingerprints again. Yes, this is the glass. We knew that. This is the decanter. We knew that. Yeah, Evan and Nessa. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
One of these fingerprints are lifted from the documents, and the study belongs to Mr. Richards, which is as it should be.
Or, as is, I don't know if I would say should be, but is to be expected. I mean, it's his study and they're his papers, so it's not surprising that his fingerprints would be on his own paperwork.
But this other fingerprint belongs to Nessa.
Okay, so I mean, not a big surprise. We already found Nessa's footprint on one of the papers, so that her fingerprints are on the papers is hardly surprising. I mean, she's the one, obviously, who ransacked the desk and tore out all the papers, so. All right, so Nessa is obviously on a rampage. She's, I mean, who knows what she's up to? She's poisoned, crazy. She poisoned Margot. She had her brother killed and dragged away his body with her lawyer, and now she's going through his desk looking for his will. I mean, obviously she wants the money. She wants his money, so she had him bumped off and is going to try to get the money that was in his will if she can find the will, except I don't know if she found it. I'm assuming she probably didn't find it. Because if she did, then she probably wouldn't be looking for her brooch. If she found his will, she probably wouldn't be in Margot's closet looking for her brooch right now. She'd probably be doing something else with Corvus, probably getting the paperwork ready, since Corvus is a lawyer. Okay, all right, so we've gotten this far. We've gotten everybody's shoe sizes now, so that's good. So that's that part down. That part has already been taken care of, I guess, unless there's, hold on, let me see. Is there anything else that I'm missing about the shoe stuff? I guess we have a conversation to listen to. Let's see. Apparently, if we go upstairs, Jack is here just chilling out. Hi, Jack. Jack is looking preoccupied and a bit harried as usual. Hi, Nancy. Phew, I'm just taking a bit of a break before I head up to bed. I've really been being... I feel like the sentence is ungrammatical. I've really been run off my feet these days. Ask Jack about Evan.
I'm really concerned about Mr. Richards, Jake. I think something's happened to him. Have you seen him recently?
Look, Nancy, I'm not proud to tell you this, but sometimes Mr. Richards gets a bit belligerent when he drinks, shouting, breaking stuff, you know? He's probably somewhere in the woods cooling off. This has been a very trying time for him. Please leave him alone, Nancy.
Okay, Jack.
That she keeps doing, she's... Ask Jack about Margot. I mean, I can't believe she's gone.
What do you think happened to her?
Jack shifts uncomfortably and seems reluctant to meet your gaze. Oh. I think we should let it be, Nancy. Evan is in a bad way right now. We should give him peace and not interfere. Bit of background for people who haven't been reading the comments. So there has been some discussion in the comments in previous videos. Those injections which Jack has been giving, or was giving Margot, are apparently a treatment for syphilis. So I guess basically Margot had syphilis, which, you know, was not uncommon at this time, I guess, especially among people who had, let's say, somewhat more active than usual sex lives. And so, so Jack was helping Margot out by treating her with this treatment, which was known to contain arsenic, but it was supposed to be an acceptable level of arsenic. It was supposed to be a level that was, you know, survivable, that was tolerable, that the human being could survive. And Jack probably seems to think, I don't think he knows that Margot was trying to poison, I don't think he knows that Nessa was trying to poison Margot, so he probably feels responsible for Margot's death, and he always doesn't want to talk about it because, I mean, what's he going to say? You know, I don't think it would help anyone if he started talking about how he was giving Margot injections for syphilis, so he's keeping silent. I'm sure partly to protect himself, but also because he doesn't want to, you know, reveal details about Margot's venereal disease, which is understandable. So I understand why he's keeping silent about it. I mean, I guess I would do the same in a situation. Like, it wouldn't do any good to confess to anything because... Okay, so now we hear voices coming from this door. So as we have so often in the past, let's listen with the glass.
And what government agency did you say sent you, Mr. Respa?
Your government sent me. The specific name of the agency escapes me. Here, I have the documents. I trust they're in order.
Ah, thank you. Let's see. Yes, these look just fine.
I'm sure this guy is not meant to be German. He's meant to be he's probably meant to be I'm sure he's a native Canadian. He's like a proud, upstanding, fine, good Canadian Mountie citizen. But I'm just giving him that German voice because it just seems to fit his portrait so well. Of course they do.
May I see your identification papers?
There's a pause in the conversation. Even with the aid of the drinking glass, you strain to hear what comes next. See here, officer. I'm a very busy man. I don't have time to root about in my documents to produce my identification papers at the moment. I'm here because my government is doing a favor to your government, yes? Strong international relationships are vital, especially in the times to come. He's hiding something. This guy is hiding something. Doubtless you are aware of the current state of world affairs.
I am.
So, if I were you, I'd take a step back and turn your attention to the dead woman in the cellar. Which is, after all, the reason you're here, question mark. Question mark?
Of course. Have a good evening to you, Mr. Respa.
So much for Canadian hospitality.
Ah! Run, 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 run away.
We didn't run fast enough and we got caught by the Mountie.
Oh, Miss Maple, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. I guess he didn't get too suspicious since we were just standing here. I mean, he probably could have gotten an inkling that we were trying to eavesdrop, but I guess he didn't want to say. I mean, what's he going to say? Is he going to arrest us for eavesdropping? I don't think that's illegal. So, all right. Did Albert lock his door this time? He still didn't lock his door. You again? Why don't you lock your door, buddy boy? You were so upset about it last time.
What do you want now? I'm here to annoy you.
Ask Albert about, what was the guy's name? Can I just say officer?
He seems rather dull. Most law enforcement officers are, I've found.
Oh, and you're just the life of the party, pal. You're just so full of excitement.
The ranger is nosy but harmless. Kimmy, on the other hand.
What?
Kimmy, what about her?
She's planning something, mark my words. While you're a rather meddlesome girl, you're harmless.
Kimmy's planning something? I mean, I guess anything's possible. I mean, it's always the one you least expect, right? So Kimmy seems very harmless and innocent, so maybe she is planning something. Who knows? I mean, we never know, but... all right. I should ask Kimmy about... Oh, is she asleep? She's in the bed, but I guess she's asleep. Kimmy appears to be sleeping fitfully. She tosses and turns, mutters and grimaces.
I should let her rest.
All right, I guess we should. All right. Fine. Okay, the walkthrough says that we should go to the smokehouse and talk to Nathan and tell him everything that we know. I don't feel like that's a good idea. I really don't feel like we can trust anyone in this game at all. And I mean anyone. Like, even Kimmy is suspect. I mean, okay, the only reason I would suspect Kimmy is based on what Albert said. That's the only evidence that we have. But, I mean, maybe he's just trying to throw us off. Who knows? But, oh yeah, we didn't really check these puddles. So let's check these puddles here. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I track them all the way to... Oh, wait, I didn't track them all the way here. That's right. Examine the puddles. The porous paving stones are sort of most liquid. We still smell a strong aroma of alcohol.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Oh, good. We got a well done for that. What did she note? The ranger has taken an interest in Albert. Oh, he has taken an interest... Okay. Lol. Okay, right. So I want to go here and talk to Nathan. In real life, I wouldn't reveal what I know to anyone. Even that police officer is suspect because he's obviously here for other reasons. He's here ostensibly to investigate Margot's death, but apparently he's here for other reasons that are not clear at this time. I wouldn't tell what I know to anyone because none of these people are suspect, and obviously they're conspiring with each other. Like Nathan was conspiring with Jack about something. I don't really. Okay, whatever.
Nathan, I have a theory about what's happened to Evan.
I'm listening.
There are shoe prints all over the jetty leading into the smokehouse, which is where we are right now.
Yes, I saw those, but I have no idea who those could belong to.
I do. I did a bit of detective work and I learned the shoe sizes of everyone in the lodge.
You did? I like how those three dots contain indicate a pause. You did?
I certainly did.
Oh, she's so proud of herself. She's so proud of her detective work, and now she's going to blab everything to Nathan. This is probably going to go badly. I mean, I don't specifically distrust Nathan. I don't really have a strong reason to distrust him. I mean, he's obviously conspiring somehow with Jack, but I don't know how. But
And according to my findings, I've concluded that Nessa and Corvus dragged Mr. Richards off the jetty and into the smokehouse.
That makes a lot of sense to me, Nancy, but where is he now? That's what we need to find out.
You're absolutely right about that. Please let me take a look in here and see what I can find.
You've done very well, Nancy. Maybe you can figure out where Evan is now. So far, I've come up empty-handed.
Thanks, Nathan. I'll try not to let you down.
If you find anything of significance, let me know as soon as possible.
Will do. Oh, one more thing.
Oh, she's doing the Lieutenant Columbo thing now. Just one more thing, sir. Yes, Nancy?
Nessa seems to be desperately looking for something. I'm not sure what.
She says she's looking for a brooch. She told us she's looking for her brooch in the closet.
She's made a mess of...
Oh, talking about the study.
She's made a mess of the study. There are papers all over. I think it has something to do with a will. I heard them talking about it in the parlor last night.
A will?
Come to think of it, they were discussing Evans and Nessa's father's will. That was after dinner yesterday.
I need to go and talk to Jack about all this. Meet us in the study when you're finished here. You can tell us all about this ersatz. I actually don't know how to pronounce that in English. It's a German word. In German, it's ersatz, but in English, it probably has, I don't know, ersatz. I have no idea. It's a German word that's been borrowed into English as a loan word, as far as I can tell. But anyway, okay. Ersatzwill and the mineralogical report, then. Good luck, Nancy.
Good luck to you, too. Okay, what have we here?
Yeah, in German, Ersatz means replacement, and it's sometimes used in English in that to mean the same thing, but I mean, wanted to say replacement. Okay, whatever. So we're finally alone in the smokehouse. So yeah, we saw all this stuff last time. There's all this food and the table and the pot, and yeah, there's debris across the table and floor. There might even be something on the wall.
Eek, what happened here?
Look at the wall. What happened on the wall? Been blackened by smoke. Just barely got a symbol low on the wall under the table. What could that be? Okay, examine symbol. The symbol appears to be a circle within a circle within a circle. The smaller circle is copiously filled in with the red substance.
Uh-oh. I wonder what the symbol is painted with. It's definitely not paint.
How can you tell it's not paint?
It's sticky, drippy red, and a bit chunky. Eek.
I mean, I'm going to guess that it's... can I feel the symbol? With much trepidation, you reach out your finger and lightly touch it to the ominous red symbol.
It's sticky. Oh, what's this smell? Raspberry jam?
Is that a joke? Or I can't tell if she was being sarcastic. I mean, it could actually be jam. I can't tell if that was serious or if she was. I don't think Nancy's the one to make a joke about that. But why would it be? Hold on. Can I smell the symbol? Breathe in the delightful smell of raspberry jam. Okay, it is actually raspberry jam, I guess. I mean, the obvious assumption is that it was supposed to be blood. We were supposed to think it's blood, but apparently it's raspberry jam. Okay. Well, all right. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else that we can look at while we're here? Look at the floor. Tiny glittery specks on the floor. Okay, so... Oh, and some yellow fibers.
Do I also see some crumbs?
Examine the floor. Let's take a little closer look. So you can see that the yellow fibers on the floor of the smokers are from hempen rope. Okay, so there's a rope. Okay, so people. Okay, so Nessa and Corvus tied up Evan tied up Evan with a rope.
The fibers have broken off into small, twisted strands, possibly caused by friction. What or who could have done this? Could it be Mr. Richards was tied up here in the smokehouse? Uh-oh.
Those see cookie crumbs on the floor. Cookies. Who? I mean, Jack made some cookies, but who was eating a cookie? Albert. Albert liked those cookies a lot, but I don't...
These are the crumbs from the cookies that Jack was baking earlier. I even seen bits of jam.
Okay, so... That ominous symbol on the wall might have just been from somebody pressing a cookie. Somebody probably just pressed a jam cookie on the wall, and that's what made that symbol. So it's not like an ominous... I thought it was supposed to be like some cult symbol or something, but I think it's just somebody pressed a cookie on the wall and rubbed a bit of jam on it. Can we take a look at the table? There are giant fragments of Jordan almonds scattered all... Okay, so...
Why in the world would Jordan almonds be in the smokehouse?
Can I get the almonds? He was in the Jordan almond fragments on the table, taking great care not to pierce your skin on the jagged pieces. All right. Oh, apparently... Okay, I'm just looking at the walkthrough. Apparently I can get fingerprints from the almonds. For fingerprints. And amazing, you're able to recover a partial fingerprint from one of the larger pieces of Jordan almond. This seems very improbable. I don't know how big these almonds are, but it seems very improbable that you could get a usable fingerprint from a piece of an almond. But all right. Get the fingerprint. Get fingerprint from almond. Jagged piece of Jordan almond. All right. Can I say compare fingerprints again? So you examine the fingerprint you've from the smoke house and compared to your collection of fingerprints you obtained from the lodge inhabitants. You conclude...
Nessa's the one who crushed these Jordan almonds in the smokehouse.
Okay, so again, this place is Nessa here, but that's not a surprise. We already knew that Nessa was here with Corvus.
Aha! I think I figured it out. Nessa crushed the Jordan almonds on the table. Mr. Richards is allergic to nuts. Could it be she was trying to weaponize them against him?
Okay. That is a good point. I actually didn't think of that, but you're right. He was allergic to nuts, and so she was trying to kill him with the almonds.
Maybe that's why Nessa brought the Jordan almonds in the first place. She could have been scheming this entire time. Judging from the frayed rope fibers, Mr. Richards could have been tied up in the smokehouse after he disappeared from the jetty. I think Mr. Richards partially freed himself and painted a symbol with raspberry jam. He took care to conceal the symbol under the table. It could indicate where he was taken next. The symbol looks like the thumbprint cookies that I saw Jack baking, and the middles were filled with raspberry jam. I remember Jack saying that Mr. Richards liked to stash the cookies in his pockets, and I did find cookie crumbs on the floor in the smokehouse. But what does Halangrota mean? I should ask someone.
I looked it up. It's like a Swedish word for... what was it? I actually forgot. Isn't it just another word for those cookies? Halangrota. I looked it up when we saw that word last time. Yeah. A type of small round cookie with a central depression filled with raspberry jam. A thumbprint cookie. A jam drop. Yeah, it's just another word. It's just another word for those cookies.
I should talk to Nathan and Jack about all of this.
All right, I guess we'll do that, but we'll do that next time because we've already, 34 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, found stuff in Smokehouse, and that'll be it. That's this video for now. So thanks for watching, everyone. Next time we will see, I guess we'll go to Nathan and Jack and talk to them about everything that we found and see what they have to say about all this. Until then, take care, everyone. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye for now.